New York is recognized for 1 minute.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Speaker, I believe the House of Representatives will stand on the right side of history in rejecting this dangerous deal. I have asked myself, as many people in this chamber have asked, why is this a good deal for the United States? Iran is holding 4 Americans illegally hostage in their country. That was not part of the negotiations. Iran continues to support worldwide terrorism. There's no restrictions on that in this deal. $50 billion will be immediately released to the regime with no restrictions on its use. That was not part of the deal. Continue to develop ICBMs, intercontinental ballistic missiles, that could reach American mainland. There were no restrictions on that during this deal. We are told by the administration that if we reject this deal, the rest of the P5+1 will not join us. Well, last week, Iran's top cleric said America remains Iran's #1 enemy. Days after the deal was announced, Iran's supreme leader called for the death of America. Not the death of France, not the death of Great Britain, not the death of Russia, not the death of China. It was the death of America.
Gentleman's time is
The gentleman in another 30 seconds.
Gentleman is recognized for an additional 30 seconds.
Since when is America afraid to stand alone? I was one of the fortunate freshmen that got to go to Israel recently and sat with the Prime Minister, who told us this deal guarantees that in 15 years Iran will have a nuclear arsenal. Just yesterday, the Supreme Leader tweeted that Israel won't exist in 25 years. I also visited the Holocaust Museum, and like many people who weren't alive during that historic tragedy, asked myself, why didn't anyone stop this? Well, my fear is that someday in the near future, people are going to ask, why didn't America stop Iran? The bottom line is that this is a bad deal for America, it's a bad deal for Israel, and it's a bad deal for the world. I yield the remainder of my time.
Gentleman's time has expired. Gentleman from California reserves.